All right, my friends, welcome to today's Soul Chat. And we are going to have a little chat about vulnerability. And there are a couple of things that I want to start off this video with. And that is number one, you may notice that my energy is a little bit different than other times when I show up. And this is intentional, and we are going to talk about it. And then number two is that I don't know all the answers about vulnerability. What I do know are my own experiences and how spirit works through me to be able to teach me different lessons. And I do feel like it is part of my mission to share these lessons with you, to perhaps help you to feel less alone, to feel more empowered, to be able to gain the tools or the things to help you to transform your life. And perhaps maybe that's learning through, together, and with the things and experiences that I may share as part of your journey. So, what I want to share is this is the vulnerability that's super vulnerable for me to put this out there and have it on a video, because right at this moment I'm live only on Facebook, and what's going to happen is I'm going to download this video and put it on YouTube and put it in other places that can be seen for many. And the part that feels really vulnerable to me is to come on today with a different energy, and perhaps you sense something different. Maybe you see something in my eyes, or you hear something in my voice, or you feel something from my heart, or maybe there's something that you feel or notice that's different for today than some of my other videos. Or perhaps maybe this is the first time you were landing on my stuff, and maybe this is the very first exposure that you have to me. And if you go to other videos, you may be like, oh wow, like there's some different energies here. This is vulnerable for me to share this in this way because I'm used to being the extremely happy person, and to being the one who goes and inspires and shows up on video and inspires you to live your best life, and inspires you to dream big, and inspires you to travel the world and to live life to the fullest. And part of the reason why this is so vulnerable for me is because I think because of society programming, I suppose. I'm just going to explore this here with you. I mean, this is a soul chat. This isn't meant to be perfect. And that's why I wanted to do soul chats every day, if possible, to pop on here live and to share a little discussion with you and have a little soul chat with you, because I'm like, you see, it's taking me a minute to get there because this is really tough. Because, like, today is kind of a hard day. We're allowed to have hard days. Not all days are happy, and sometimes on social media or videos or vlogging or things like this, we see a lot of good and we see a lot of the empowerment. And I do really feel that one of the things that I'm meant to do is inspire, like through my own life stories and through my own experiences. And so this is really tough to get to. Yeah, I am coming out of a phase of a lot of uncertainty. And in this uncertainty and in this phase, this period, learning a lot about myself. And I don't love coming on and doing videos like this. It's times like this when I come on and I wonder, is anybody even watching? And the mind starts going about things. It feels like, I don't want to show this side because I want to empower you and inspire you. And I also know that this is one of the most powerful ways we can inspire, because you're allowed, we're allowed to have days that are tough. And how do we navigate the world when things may be tough, or feeling vulnerable, or feeling a little emotional, or maybe life is just kind of, you know, been challenging in different ways? Like, how do we navigate that? How do we navigate that? Because sometimes for some of us, We go into our shells, and look, there is absolutely nothing wrong with going in your shell. I think I just want to normalize that. I really didn't want to do this video today because it'd be easier for me to go and hide. I've done a lot of hiding as it relates to social media and sharing my gifts with the world. I've done a lot of hiding, and I didn't want to hide this time because right now I'm challenging myself to come on and to pour into your life and to give you value and to share things with you that will help you to improve your life. And my goal right now is to show up every day, even the days when it's hard. Even the days when it's hard. And it's easy when we have a goal or we have something we're working on and we're feeling vulnerable, or we're feeling a little more energetically depleted. It can be easy to go hide and to go in the shell. And for me, I didn't want to show up in a forcing energy where I must get it done or I must push through. I wanted to be able to find that strength within myself, to speak from that place, to speak to you, to let you know that the vulnerability in me sees the vulnerability in you. And that while I'm here sharing, and at the moment, I don't think anybody is here live watching at this exact moment, I also want to acknowledge that my mind has stories going on in the background, wondering, why am I doing this? What's the point? Wow, you sure are talking a lot, not getting to any point. And for me, whether anybody watches this or not, this is, for me, how I am practicing sharing from a vulnerable space that is not my normal. This is one of the ways that I am using this as a way to lean into my edges where I'm uncomfortable, to be able to grow in my capacity to serve, and to be able to show myself and to reprogram my mind that I can do more than the limiting beliefs that my mind says, than the stories my mind loves to share, and that a lot of times I've previously, bought into, and I just don't want to anymore. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to share from this space today. This is definitely one of those moments. It's like, felt cute, might delete later, and I'm not going to. But it feels like that moment for me because it's super vulnerable and it's super, you know, different, you know? Let me see if there's anything else to share. Mm, yeah, that honestly feels complete for me today. There's a lot of other things I could say. And for now, I leaned into my edges. And my invitation for you is, where can you lean into your edges? What are the places for you where vulnerability may show up, and it doesn't always have to show up the way that it shows up for me when you see me doing things? Doesn't mean you have to get on video. Could be, if that's your thing. But I truly believe that sometimes what happens is the places that we are resisting the most, or that we may be avoiding or holding back on, or perhaps over strategizing and overthinking, and maybe having like a freeze response to, where we don't do anything. Like, those are really the places for us to lean into, and sometimes they're some of the more challenging ones to lean into. So what can you do today, tomorrow, this week? What can you do to lean in and to strengthen your resiliency, to rewrite a new story in your brain, to really prove to yourself that you are more resilient than maybe what you gave yourself credit for? To be more gentle with yourself when times are challenging, when times are rough, when it feels like you don't have anything else to give. But this moment is teaching me that even in a moment when I feel pretty depleted, I have today for many reasons, that there's still something to give, and I can give and show up in a different way. To be able to show the different sides of me, to share this experience with you. So I'll leave you with that. If you're feeling vulnerable, or if you'd like to share a bit about your own experience or how this video impacted you, I'd love to hear in the comments. You can always send me a direct message, a private message, that works too. And I believe probably the first week in November is what I'm thinking of, is I'm going to be doing a really amazing, powerful mini coaching series that is going to be available to all to be a part of. It's going to be part channel messages from the Akashic Records, as well as coaching and guidance from me. And it's going to be a combination. It's going to be a hybrid experience for you to be able to get into the current and feel the magic of the transformation that's waiting for you to step into. And so that's something I'm going to be putting together that I'm going to make accessible to all. And in one way or another. So stay tuned for that. If you want to be a part of that, make sure that I know so that you get on the invite list for it. If you want to make sure you don't miss it at all, you can go to my website, jennyhala.com, and you can sign up to be on my email list, and you'll get a notification there. And make sure that you confirm your email, check your spam. I have multiple things there, but it's all good. All right, well, I'm going to leave you with that. And I hope you have a beautiful day. And I will see you tomorrow for tomorrow's Soul Chat. And so tune in. All right, bye.